Welcome to this inaugural, or not inaugural, but season premiere here. I think this is my fourth, fifth season overall doing this show. Before I had it on Blog Talk Radio, I actually still have an account there with my NFL show, and no longer my wrestling show, my Talking Packers with Steve show I did have in there back when I was with Red Light Sports Network, even before when I was all alone on my own as a young budding journalist, and now here on YouTube. So I know it only seems like I've only done it for one full season. As you can tell, now I do have a playlist finally for my podcast. And I only have one season worth for this podcast on my YouTube because obviously I've only been on YouTube for one full NFL season. But I've been doing it for a total now going into my fifth year, going into my fifth season talking NFL. Let me know if you guys what your thoughts and you want me to change the name of the show or the look of the show and all the other stuff. Um, I think the audio part of it is okay with having the headphones and the mic and stuff like that. Also, I will be doing a new way of doing it with the YouTube Live or whatever it's called, because Google Hangouts or creating live Hangouts is being taken away, or not taken away, but it's just changing. It's going to YouTube Live because that is what YouTube wants to promote and people to use the most. If you are a content creator and doing live streaming, that just makes sense. YouTube. It's just like the WWE has a WWE network, the NFL network. If they really could, they have all the games on the NFL network if the networks didn't want them. But then again, NFL is king; they're going to want to. But before I get too far into it, let's start the show, shall we? You gotta love this theme song, Dean Ambrose. But again, welcome to Talking Packers with Steve. This is the beginning of my fifth season, fifth year is doing it. And in case you're watching this for the first time because you're an NFL fan, not a wrestling fan, not an MTV Scream fan, not a Girl Meets World or whatever other videos I've done since fan, I'm going to let you know why I used WWE World Heavyweight Champion Dean Ambrose's theme song for the intro and outro for this video and ones to come for the foreseeable future. That's because before WWE Battleground, after Dean Ambrose won the title at Money in the Bank and everything with the cash-in, I said if he successfully defends in that Shield triple threat that everybody was looking forward to, I will use his theme song to begin and end every single show and every single video I do for my channel. Live stream, pretty much. Google Hangouts for now, but live stream starting September 12th moving forward. And I'll use his theme song for that until the booking decision is made by WWE higher-ups to take the title off Dean Ambrose. I really hope that that's not till Survivor Series or maybe even WrestleMania. So you might be hearing that for a full year almost, because WrestleMania is in April of 2017, which is also my birthday is in the month of April. So I just want to let people know ahead of time, especially those that are just NFL fans. I know there's a few people that are cross promoting fans, as in their NFL and WWE fans, NFL and all that stuff. So, and also since my show, even though it's called Talking Packers with Steve, I talk about all 32 NFL teams. So if you're a fan of the Raiders, Broncos, Giants, Chargers, any of the teams, any of the 32 teams, you're more than welcome to start off on the show, be part of the show. I'm always looking for people to be on the show. I mean, this is a Google Hangout. Like I said, soon it'll be a YouTube Live thing. I don't know how that works. As in, can you have like a Hangout, 9 other people? Can you even have more? I don't know. I don't know how exactly that works. I have to look into that more. I've slowly looked into it as I've been getting notifications every time I create a Hangout for a video of mine, which is twice a week at the very least. That it's coming up September 12th, the night after WWE Backlash pay-per-view there on that Sunday. So I just wanted to share that. I hope to have my friend John that was part of the shows, not all the shows, but some of the shows last at the end of the year. I hope to, during this whole season, to have some of my amigos and amigas, male friends and female friends out there that talk NFL, whether it's Philadelia, the Archfiend, Lindsay Bell, Tampa Bay Buccaneer cheerleader and vlogger on YouTube. Check her out, youtube.com / Lindsay Bell. You can find her on Twitter at Lindsay Bell. Not that hard. The simplest way to do that for the Twitter handle, because that's the best way, marketing wise, to do that. People just want to search your name on Twitter or on YouTube. That's the fastest way to find a person. Just use your name, which I have right now for my channel. But that's Lindsay Bell. Again, on Twitter at Lindsay Bell. Great content, great person. I've talked to her a little bit. Nothing like DM conversations, but a little back and forth as she is interactive with her fans on Twitter. But you all are welcome to follow me on Twitter at talking_Packers for my NFL show, or on my personal handle at Army_Strong_06. Again, that is at Army_Strong_06. Also, other people that I hope to would love to have on the show during the whole season. Like I said, also Team Boy TV, part of that show, Team Boy TV Live with JB and Glass. It would be great to have that crew. Also, the crew at Her Fantasy Football Now. Bill Michaels radio show. I mean, each and anybody that wants to reach out, that wants to be part of the show, I'm more than welcome. Whether even fellow fans of the NFL, so it's not you guys aren't just hearing my voice. You're hearing a bunch of other opinions and voices on the subject matter. That's why I was hoping to have like a roundtable for this episode, not just because it was the beginning of the season episode, but because we're talking about predictions that I'm going to be giving, and I have my notes over here for my picks for all teams, all 32 teams. I even think Louis T, the Louis T Network, is doing his right now as well, same time. That's pretty cool. But definitely people are welcome to check his out as well here on YouTube, Louis T Network, here on YouTube.com, because he's going live. I think he's doing the same thing I'm doing, and almost starting at the same time. So I just wanted to mention that. You're welcome to check his out. Check mine out. He's, going to go deep into things just as I will, but in different ways, I guess. Me, I hit the hard points and then move forward. But him, I think he does actually through YouTube Live, meaning he's actually able to interact with people. Where mine, if anybody does comment during, I thank you, first off. But second, I can't, or I don't reply because I'm live and I am unable to go on a secondary screen to look at my YouTube comments that way. That's why actually looking at the YouTube Live, just to toot their own horn, since I am a YouTuber and I'm trying to be a growing YouTuber to become something here and make it a career, to be quite honest, in the podcasting world of YouTube, in that corner of the market. It looks pretty awesome by using it. And when I was looking at it on my account and how it would all work, and you would have your annotations and numbers right there for you of how many people are watching live, how long some people stayed, whether short or long, which is usually with my situation, but it is what it is. It also has the chat that is right there on your screen, as in not just on the live feed of your channel screen, like here for Google Hangouts. And no disrespect to Google Hangouts. I mean, I've loved Google Hangouts. Absolutely, positively. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But just the way the look of the YouTube one for YouTube Live, spot on, like I said, especially for the chat, because I've been unable to actually have a chat here for the Google Hangouts, whether it's me being a dum-dum and not knowing how to do it, or whatever, which probably is the latter, but still, I can admit when I don't know things. I admit a lot of other things, but I really am looking forward to how that's going to be and how that actually will help me with my show. Maybe it'll also help me with the quality of the video and the look. I mean, it's still going to be the couch, this in the background. It's the Super Bowl towel from the Packers Super Bowl 45. Go Pack Go. I mean, it's called Talking Packers with Steve. I am a Packers shareholder and fan. But like I said, this show is for all NFL. And that's why part of me, when I did that intro here in this episode, I talked about, do you guys want me to change the name of the show so people know it's an NFL show, not just a Packers show? I mean, I don't hide my loyalty to my Packers. Like I said, Go Pack Go. I mean, heck, I have a Packer polo shirt, kind of like a professional shirt in a way. So, I have my loyalty just like anybody else does with their team in the NFL. But I didn't. I don't know if that's maybe turning people away from being not just being a fan, but being interested at all to listen to even a couple seconds of the episode because they're not Packer fans or they're fans of the Lions or Vikings and they don't want to have anything to do with a Packer fan at all. So in a way, there's some fans like that, which is fine. I respect everybody's opinion. If there's fans that, hey, can deal with or like to interact with other fans from whether it's the same division, same conference, same whatever, or the same story rivalry like Bears Packers, Lions Packers, and Vikings Packers, of course, from the whole division. Remember back in the day, and Lindsey Bell, again, another shout out to Lindsey Bell. Follow her on Twitter at Lindsey Bell and on YouTube, youtube.com/Lindsey Bell. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at one point were in the same division as us. NFC Central, remember that? Brett Favre and Warren Sapp battles. I mean, if Lindsey Bell and others and other Buccaneer fans checked out my YouTube, my episode near the end of the season last season, would have noticed that when I played that video, the coming home, Brett Favre thing, for going to the Hall of Fame, which is awesome. Congratulations to Brett Favre. Well deserved. Yes, sir. But when I played that, it showed that interaction, one of the interactions of many, between Warren Sapp and Brett Favre. Actually, I think it was the one where they're butting heads. So that was a great rivalry, whether between those two players and the teams, Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Green Bay Packers. So whether that or that, whatever your stance are as a fan of your team, I do hope you give it a chance. Maybe I do have to change the name of the show, but for now it's going to be what it is. Talking Packers with Steve. But I do talk about 31 other teams as today, like I said, going through every single team, giving the predictions for the record, and then along from there, my predictions of the playoffs. Um, for right now, actually, I'm getting contact from my cohort here, John. But I think the first team I want to take a look at. Let's see here. I apologize for the silence. I was trying to look through here what team I want to start with or what division I want to start with. I know it shouldn't really matter, but I don't know. Just maybe being a jabroni about that. All right, we can start with the NFC East division. I guess we're going to do the NFC North last. Like I said, I talk about all 32 teams, but usually it's the Packers. And in this situation, their division to be talked about last because they will be the main event, so to speak. So the NFC East, I'm actually going to give a record by record, and I'm going to start from the bottom to the top, as everybody should. I mean, they don't have to, but I usually like to go from bottom to top to make people think, oh, who's going to be number one? Let's see here. I'm trying to look at my notes. Dang it, I wish I had this all ready to go earlier. Hmm. All right, we're gonna go with fourth place. Sorry about that again, silence. I usually am prepared, but I might have lost. All right, fourth place. We're gonna have the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll have the Philadelphia Eagles at 6-10. I don't, I don't really see them really doing too much. I mean, last season 7-9, so 6-10 this year. Actually, a slight decline to be quite honest, but I don't see that much. So 6-10 for the Eagles, 8-8 for the Redskins, 9-7 for the Giants, and 10-6 for the Cowboys. The Cowboys win the division as much as that might pain me. I know I have friends that are fans of the Giants, but I just think the Cowboys will be the one winning that division. Um, I don't know, not really handily because the Giants will be close, but I just see them taking the East. All right, next up is going to be the NFC South, which is where two of my friends are. First, Lindsey Bell, like I was talking about. YouTube.com/Lindsey Bell at Lindsey Bell. Her Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then also Team Boy TV, uh, CEO, you want to say, or Team Boy TV Live host, Big Q, his Carolina Panthers in this division as well. So I'm sure she and he are going to be interested to find out what I have for their teams. And in fourth place, I will have the New Orleans Saints. Yes, I did say the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees, awesome player, future Hall of Famer, all that other stuff, great. Just not great this year. Sorry, guys. Saints, I have it 7-9. Third place, third place. I have the Atlanta Falcons at 7-9 as well. I just don't see them doing too much this year. Second place, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 10-6. And in first place, Big Q, his team, Carolina Panthers, beating out Lindsay's team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For first place is the Carolina Panthers at 12-4. So a two-game victory there for the division. 12-4 against 10-6, obviously, two-game win. But Tampa Bay, like I said with my bold predictions, and I'm sticking with it. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Oakland Raiders, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Jaguars, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. I really do like the Jaguars. I respect that team. I respect all 32 teams, but these four teams, and also the Los Angeles Rams, formerly the St. Louis Rams, but the Los Angeles Rams. I have all four of those teams in the playoffs, and you'll find out, where I'll have them in their own division to make the playoffs. But for Tampa Bay, you already know I'm going to have them in the wild card. But excuse me, Tampa Bay, 10-6. Just my opinion. You can agree, disagree. NFC West, home of Bruce Arians and the awesome Arizona Cardinals. In fourth place, I have the San Francisco 49ers at 3-13. Not much to really say about them. Sorry. Third place, I have. Excuse me. Third place, I have the Seattle Seahawks at 9-7. Second place, I have the Los Angeles Rams at 12-4, and the Arizona Cardinals 14-2. I just see them getting on a roll. Maybe starting 0-2 and then winning the rest. Either way, 14-2, and the Los Angeles Rams being the other wild card team. And like I said, just like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it to the playoffs. Now let's head over to the AFC. Like I said, the NFC North I will be doing last. So here, the AFC East. Excuse me. Fourth place, New York Jets, 7-9. Miami Dolphins, third place, 8-8. Buffalo Bills, second place, also 8-8. The New England Patriots, of course, being number one at 12-4. Yes, 12-4. Tom Brady and the Patriots are gonna whoop all you know what's on the NFL. Take names, ask questions later, whatever, however you want to phrase it, but they're gonna be pissed, if not already pissed off about with Tom Brady's situation and being suspended and Roger Goodell and all this other stuff and yada yada. You know how the Patriots are. They're going to take it into their own hands, correctly in their own hands, and beat up on the NFL and only lose 4 games. And I'm not even saying that's the 4 non-Brady games. I mean, but that's even being to me that's even being kind to the other teams, to their schedule, that there's going to be 4 teams that are going to beat them. So, you know what the Patriots always say, or at least think. They don't actually say it, but I'll say it for them. And hey, my friend Joe, the Joe Cronin Show, fan of the Patriots, they always just say, just bring it, because they bring it. We just hope the other team can bring it to actually make it a game. But then again, that's from me, from the outside, as a Packer fan and shareholder. But the Patriots got that division. The AFC North, we have JB. JB of Team Boy TV, he's Baltimore Ravens in this division. And my amigo, my friend, who also is a co-host of my MTV Stream Review, and I am a co-host of his show, Talking WWE with Jay, here on YouTube. And so you see where I got the name for this show from. He allowed me to kind of take that from him, or not from him, but use it as well for my show here. But I was talking WWE with Jay, his Cleveland Browns. So 4th place. I'm sorry, buddy, but your Cleveland Browns, Jay. 4th place. 6-10. Okay, being nice. 6-10. 3rd place, the Baltimore Ravens. 8-8. 2nd place, Cincinnati Bengals. 10-6. Steelers 11-5. First place. AFC South. 4th place, Tennessee Titans. Okay. 4-12. 3rd place, Houston Texans. 9-7. 2nd place, Jacksonville Jaguars. 11-5. Indianapolis Colts. 10-6. No, not 10-6. 12-4. For the Indianapolis Colts. Jacksonville Jaguars making the playoffs. And last but not least, at least before the NFC North, the AFC West. And here we go. Here's going to be the interesting part. Denver Broncos. Glass on T-Boy TV and his own stuff on YouTube, Get With It Sports. Again, you can follow him on Twitter at Get With It Sports. Glass, Denver Broncos here. And my good friend, and 2 good friends actually. One, Raiders 96, and Raider Central. You can find him on YouTube, Raider Central. He always has guys that coming out each and every week about the Oakland Raiders. 4th place, San Diego Chargers, 6-10. 3rd place, Denver Broncos. Yes, they're not going to be winning the division, and they're not going to be making the playoffs. I'm sorry. Season will be over by week 14, I would say. I don't know. But the Chargers are 6-10. The Broncos are going to be 7-9. Their quarterback situation, whether it's going to be Paxton Lynch or maybe Mark Sanchez, might be the best choice for them to be the starter. Have I guess you can say veteran. I don't know, a veteran quarterback and Mark Sanchez. Have him as the starting quarterback, and then let Paxton get in there near the end of the season, see what his worth is. Maybe they'll string a couple wins near the end of the season. Near the end of that season, and maybe not finish to make the playoffs, but finish in the push that has Glass and other Denver Bronco fans be like, we're going to be good. We're going to be okay moving forward into the 2017 season and other seasons. Now that Peyton Manning is rode off into the sunset and never coming back for Denver or any team. Not the Broncos, not the Colts, not any other team as well. So he's retired, just like Favre and others. Second place going to the Kansas City Chiefs, 11-5, and the Oakland Raiders, 13-3. Yeah, I said it, 13-3, 3 losses. That's all they'll get this year. I mean, I really seen from how they played last year improvements, and whether Raider Central and Mikey Raider, and all others of Raider Nation. So hopefully they're watching this right now, or will be watching this and archived. I only have you guys losing 3 games. I mean, am I believing in your team more than you're believing in your team? I doubt it. I mean, that's your team. You're the fan of the Raiders. I mean, Mikey Raider. Hey, maybe bring it up on the show. Show this clip here on my show, or just bring it up. It's up to you if you want to at all. But I'm just saying, I have the Oakland Raiders, and I'm saying this to the world, not just the fans here, because obviously on YouTube anybody can see it. That's how the internet works. But 13-3, 3 losses. You're gonna kick some, you know what, this year. And like I said, Raiders, Jaguars, LA Rams, and Lindsey Bell's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're making the playoffs. And they're not just going to make the playoffs, they're going to make some noise in the playoffs, honestly. Just, again, my opinion. But NFC North, the final division I have to talk about because it's the best division in the NFL. I mean, obviously I'm going to say that. You wouldn't expect otherwise, right? So, excuse me, just like obviously, Team Boy TV, Glass, or, Glass JV, Big Q, the guys at Team Boy TV Live, my friend in the lab room in his channel, and Mikey Raider would say their divisions are the best in the NFL. Well, obviously I'm going to say the same thing for mine. 4th place in the NFC North, I have the Chicago Bears at 7-9. 3rd place, the Detroit Lions at 9-7. 2nd place, the Minnesota Vikings at 11-5, and the Green Bay Packers 12-4. Packers taking back the crown. Vikings might win it last year. Good for you. Here's a cookie. Now it's time for the Pack to take over. Okay, and not just because of Jordy Nelson, not just because of Aaron Rodgers, but actually because of our defense. Our defense is going to be what saves our, sometimes in games. Okay? Because as much as Aaron Rodgers is one of the best, Brett Favre is one of the best as well in the NFL, and he sometimes maybe boneheaded plays in playoffs, in regular season games, and he, to me, was my all-time favorite because I'm kind of biased because I grew up with him, but you know what I mean there. But no, the Packers, 12-4, winning back that division in the playoffs here. Okay, let's get to the playoffs. As I look here. All right, playoff seeding and the playoff picture. You can tell by the, you can do it yourself, in your head, by the records I gave. Who's making the playoffs, where they would face, and all that other stuff. I have it down too, but I want to kind of make this into a fun thing for you guys watching. Hopefully, you see it as a fun thing to write down the playoff bracket. I have it here on my handy-dandy notebook phone as well, both sides. One is a backup, whatever. The NFC AFC Championship game, and we got the Super Bowl. I have the Jaguars, Raiders, Rams. Excuse me. Like I said, I have them doing things in the playoffs, and hopefully I did this correct in the rankings and who they face. If I didn't, let me know. But in the way I see it here, in my little setup, obviously I have all 4 of those teams, like I said, in the bold prediction, they're going to be winning a game in the playoffs. What I would like to see would be very interesting, but to see the Buccaneers and Packers in the NFC Championship game, and then see the Raiders and Jaguars in the AFC Championship game. Well, obviously the main thing would be the Rams. The Rams and the Buccaneers, Raiders and Jaguars, and then from that I probably would want the Jaguars and Buccaneers, both in Florida, battling out at the Super Bowl for Florida Pride and for the World Championship. But for me myself, I want the Packers to be part of it. So Packers taking the place of the Rams in the NFC Championship game against the Buccaneers. But in all honesty, actually, my Super Bowl prediction is going to be Packers-Patriots. The Packers defeating the Patriots 24-10, and Super Bowl 51 becoming champions. So, I mean, obviously, maybe that's just being a homer, going with his team, which is fine. But that's who I have. I have the Packers winning it all this season and becoming NFL champions. Hopefully that can be the case. Excuse me. But I don't know. We'll see how things go, and I hopefully, this whole season goes as well as I hope it does. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, it's the NFL. The NFL's king. Already did some drafts for my fantasy football leagues that I'm a part of, ones that I manage and otherwise. So I'm looking forward to it in that way as well. Too bad I wasn't able to get anybody here on actually as a co-host or guest today. Hopefully that can happen in the episodes upcoming for the next weeks. Moving forward, which it will be now each and every week. Now that MTV Stream is done for a bit. I mean, yes, it comes back in October, but that's for a special episodes. So definitely we'll have Talking Packers here each and every week. So we talk NFL each and every week. And then when the regular season starts, stuff will be starting there, as I'll be predicting each and every game with scores and stuff like that each and every week as I do, and go over the last week's game. So that's usually how I like to do it. Still having one episode per week, but having it in that kind of way. Starting that will obviously start in week 2, part of it, because then there will be a week 1 to go over and review, then predict the next week's. For week 1, I just give my predictions for the week 1 games and maybe a little bit about off-season moves and stuff like that. But a lot of stuff going on in the NFL since the draft. A lot of movers and shakers, a lot of players going other places. Especially Josh Norman going to Washington. But beyond that, a lot of other changes in the NFL, and looking forward to seeing how things go for all 32 teams. The NFL is king for a reason, you know what I mean? So, how you doing? I'm just waiting here just to see if Alright, so thank you everybody that watched live, watched the archive. Sorry about that silence again. Trust me, next week things will be flowing better, moving, shaking. Like I said, let all your other NFL fans know. Let Lindsey Bell, Mikey Rader, and others that I talked about here in this episode, let them know that they were giving us shout outs. I will obviously let them know as well, of course. But if you're fans of them, especially over in the lab room as well, like I said, he's doing a video right now. And let him know to give him a shout out. And hopefully can have him on the show again. I know I had him last year at some point. So, as always, enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully things will get better. Oh, yeah, and also, as always, take care.